for this video. Today, we're going to be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on my stories on Instagram. So first question is a lot of you guys asking me about Miami and how I'm liking it and all that good stuff. Personally, I am honestly loving Miami. And it's not even just the city itself. I feel like I really love Florida in general, and I love living by the beach. I love having sunshine all the time. I never thought I would leave New York, but here I am. I'm a Floridian and I love it. And I'm so happy with our apartment. The only bad thing is we're pretty far north, I would say, from South Beach and where a lot of the more nightlife is. I do kind of like being a little bit removed from the party scene. It's really nice. The other weekend, Matt and I were on a boat and we both like turned to each other and said the exact same thing. Oh my God, I love Miami. How is this a casual Saturday that we're just chilling with our friends on a boat? I will say I definitely am tempted to go downstairs and just hang out on the beach every day, but I try to be productive and get my work done, and then I chill on the beach on the weekends. But sometimes if I feel really overwhelmed, it's nice to be able to have a real break when I want a real break. Okay, wedding update. I can't believe I haven't told you guys this yet. We had to make the decision to cancel our wedding, which is obviously really upsetting. We made the decision about a month or two ago, so now I feel like I'm okay to talk about it. I know a lot of you guys are also fellow brides, so I wanted to give you the update of what we decided. As you guys know, we were planning on having our wedding in Morocco, in Africa, and we were supposed to have it last September, but then we postponed it to June 2021. And when we made that call last April of 2020, I did not think there was any chance that we would run into any issues still having our wedding in June 2021. But here we are. We had to cancel our wedding. We had to make the call early. Matt and I are still kind of just playing it by ear of exactly what we... Hi, babe. We have Roni here, special guest. We had to just make that call, and now we're kind of deciding what we would want to do. A lot of my friends are like, why are we gonna have a wedding in Miami? And I'm not sure if I would want to do that because I do live here, so I don't know if it would feel special. I really want my wedding to be somewhere international and be this very special event. I think now we're thinking it's going to be a much smaller wedding, either just our immediate family or just me and Matt. I don't know, we kind of haven't decided. For now, it's just all on pause, but I have a dress, so I'm gonna do something at some point, but yeah, that's that. Roni was just chilling outside. She's obsessed with being by the water. She just stares out into the window all day long. It's hilarious. What motivates you to work out? I feel like we could also do a separate video on this, but I'm gonna try to keep it short. So my workout fitness journey has been a while in the making. I would say I started working out around 2 years ago is when I made the decision to just actually commit and actually be, are you okay? Are you okay? Prior to that, I hadn't been working out for years. I wasn't really doing anything. I actually have a blog post on it, maybe I'll link it, of where my head was at when I first started working out. I think I was around 28. Slowly built myself up to doing more and more intense workouts. So tip number 1, don't make your end goal about your body and what it looks like. Obviously, a lot of people care about that, and that is inevitably gonna be something you care about when you're working out, is that you wanna like sculpt your body the way that you want. But something I've found is that I really concentrate on becoming more athletic and doing it for more of the mental state. Next time you work out, actually take a moment to yourself after you work out to really analyze how you feel. I think it's all about tricking your mind into thinking it's the best thing in the world. Like, working out is the best part of my day, but it wasn't always like that. And for me, I feel like I've been really concentrating on trying to run faster, lift heavier weights, just doing things that are much more physically trying to get better at something rather than always looking at your body. Because then once you're happy with your body, you'll start to slack off. I have to say, I love being in a room of men working out and just being a boss bitch and being so strong. I love like the male energy. That's kind of why I love doing more like male type workouts, because I just like the energy of feeling like a strong woman. Other tips I would say is just book the classes. Just schedule out your week of workouts before. Make sure that you hold yourself accountable. If it's planned the night before or the Sunday before, you're much more likely to show up. And also have friends work out with you. So either your roommate or your boyfriend be on the same page with you. You both push each other. You both have to get there and be there at a certain time. Oh, what are my other motivational tips? What do you think, Rom? You're a fitness model. Tips for staying positive. That's a hard one. I would say that I'm a pretty positive person. I think it's all about having control of your mind. As soon as you start to have negative thoughts, you need to then have those thoughts in your head of saying, no, I'm not gonna think like that. Let's be positive and just rethink. You say to yourself, okay, I'm not that smart, and you're kind of thinking this in your head. Oh, I'll never make it, I'm not smart. Then you need to tell yourself in your head, even if you don't believe it, I am smart. I got this. Whatever. Just talk yourself up in your head and try to not speak any sort of negativity into existence, even if it's just in your head. So try to control your thoughts. I know that's so much easier said than done. What did you do before aureum? My career journey, if you've never heard the story before. I interned every summer in New York City when I was in college. So I definitely recommend, if you're in college right now, intern. And then when I was about to graduate, my internship turned into a job. I got a job offer. So I worked for Lord & Taylor as an assistant buyer. And then I was put on the team to create private label brands. So I created a private label shoe brand. I was kind of in charge of helping design it and helping execute a lot of the things. And it was very successful, so then I got brought onto a team to create 3 private label clothing brands for the store. I really enjoyed it. I'm so happy that I got that much more professional corporate experience. I'm happy that I got that experience, but I think it got to a certain point where I was working such long hours, putting in so much effort, and I didn't feel like I was in control of my destiny, which is what everyone says when you're working at a corporate job. I just felt like I wanted to do something on my own, and I wanted to be able to directly impact how much money I was making every month. A few months before I quit my job, I was kind of really going all into my influencer life, and I was really enjoying creating brands at my current job. So I was like, okay, sorry, my camera died. I had a lot of experience in designing and creating brands. So I knew that my end goal was to eventually start my own brand. And I thought it would be a good idea to really build up my following so that I would have someone to sell to. I quit my job in 2017 to become an influencer full-time, blogger, influencer, content creator, whatever you want to call it. So I did that for about 2 years full-time, only concentrating on that. And then in 2019, Matt and I decided that we wanted to start a company together and join forces and put our completely opposite skill sets together to start aureum. So Matt's background is he was working in finance. So he has a business background, and I have a much more creative background. I'm so proud of aureum. It's like literally our baby. It's what we do all day, every day. I think people would be pretty surprised by how much it's just Matt and I doing it ourselves. I'm excited to see what's next for our brand as we try to continue to grow and turn it into an empire. Oh, this is a good one. Thoughts on Botox and filler. Okay, so I kind of started to share this on my Instagram stories a few months ago. It was actually around the time that I quit my job. I got Botox and filler for the first time. So I was in LA, got invited to go to like a med spa to do a facial, literally an actual facial. And then when I got there, they were like, oh, you should do a little bit of Botox, you should do filler here. Like, I was just like, okay. I didn't even think anything of it. I didn't even look into negative side effects or anything. I was just like, yeah, let's do it, make me prettier. I think I was around 25 or 26 at the time. It's pretty young. I think I did Botox in my head. I did under eye filler, which I was literally addicted to. I think I had it done at least 3 or 4 times. I had filler in my lips, but it did not look good on me. I ended up having it all dissolved. This at this point was like 3 or 4 years ago. So I've tried it all, I've done it all. I've had Botox like in my jaw, I've had Botox in my head, in my eye. I've tried to get it like in my, I've never done like a lip flip or anything. Okay, moral of the story is I've tried it all. Then fast forward to about a year and a half ago, I had a huge lump under my eye from filler, and I had a huge lump over here just randomly. And I tried to get it dissolved so many times. I would say maybe 6 or 7 times, all different doctors. I went to an eye doctor, I went to a dermatologist. I asked so many people what I should do, and they kept trying to inject it with something, and it wasn't going away. After getting it injected multiple times in a row, I had like a full black eye and a huge dent in my eye, under my eye, for like 6 months. I finally feel like it's basically gone. I definitely have like loss of my own collagen under my eyes and in my face in certain spots. And I'm very pro do whatever you want, do whatever makes you happy. Obviously, I've done it. I used to do it all the time. But now I'm at a point where I have nothing in my head, no filler, and no Botox right now. I'm not anti, but I'm just kind of convinced it's maybe not the best thing to do for your face. I had such a bad reaction to filler. I've been watching so many videos about how filler moves, so I'm trying to really embrace my natural self. Obviously, you guys know I got a rhinoplasty a few months ago. I feel like after I did that, that was the best decision ever. I feel like I was so much more comfortable with myself, and I feel like society just makes us feel like we need Botox and filler. Like, I feel like it's normal for your head to move. Like, your head doesn't have to be frozen. I have forehead wrinkles and it's annoying, but it's like, I feel like that's part of your face. Your face should be able to move. And I do miss having under eye filler. It was pretty life-changing, but I do not recommend. It's just so dangerous. When I was 25, I was like, okay, does this mean I need to do this every 6 months until the day I die? Like, that's so much. Was the cloud couch worth it? Obviously, restoration couches are the best, but it's so slouchy and it just kind of always looks messy. It's very annoying. In terms of business, what is an aspect of yourself where you have to grow? So many things. I feel like the number one thing, the challenge I face since working on my own, is managing my time, myself, and trying to get as much done as I possibly can and moving through tasks quickly. I still struggle with it. That's definitely my hardest challenge, especially being a woman and owning a company. I feel like I have been trying to learn on how commanding I am in a room or in a meeting, how important it is to be very confident and sound confident. I've been trying really hard to work on my speech and just sound more professional and be more professional. It's so hard to break habits of saying like and being nervous, and I feel like I've been really working on just trying to become smarter overall. Like, I think I am so insecure about being dumb or sounding dumb, and I don't think I am dumb, but I've been trying to work on becoming smarter to be like more respected in the business space. So I've been trying to read more, trying to become more well-spoken, and trying to become more confident and working on things like that. Oh, my inspiration for aureum campaigns. So for campaigns, I kind of just look throughout the internet and stumble upon amazing locations. I feel like I'm always on Pinterest. Obviously, I'm always on Instagram, and I love seeing new places that I haven't been seeing too much. I really love putting together aureum campaigns. It's probably one of my favorite parts, is bringing the collection to life. And then in terms of actually designing the pieces, I feel like I am the aureum girl and you guys are like similar to me, and you kind of all have a similar vibe. And I kind of just figure out what's missing in the collection, and as each collection goes on, I think of what I feel like it needs. So an example of that was obviously our Arabella rings. I felt like I wanted something a little edgier, so I was like, ooh, it would be really cool to put black in them or something like that. And then with our new French rope ring, I was like, I feel like I'm always wearing a ton of rings, and I would love a really unique dainty ring to mix with my chunkier ring. So I kind of just feel out what's missing when I'm getting dressed every day in the morning. I also get a lot of inspiration. My mom is Italian. She has tons of gold jewelry. She has like this massive trunk of lots of stuff. So that's kind of where I find a lot of inspiration. I pull a lot of vintage inspiration, and then I kind of just mix different textures and pieces where I find inspiration from. And the whole brand is based on just having your jewelry complete your outfit and be the outfit. You can literally wear a t-shirt every day. Nine times out of 10, you'll find me in a white t-shirt and just tons of aureum jewelry because I don't want to think about what to wear in the morning and I just want to look put together, put on a hoodie, throw on aureum, and you're good to go. Biggest tips for success: always evolving and always growing. I think never feeling like you have it all together, constantly feeling like you need to get better and strive to be a better version of yourself and reach your full potential. And you'll probably never reach it, but that's the point. It's about the journey. It's about becoming the person that you want to be. My life has changed so much, and I feel like I've really, in the last few years, really taken control of my life and designed my life to look how I want, and I'm really proud of myself, but I feel like I'm just getting started. I feel like I have such a long way to go. I never feel complacent, but like in a positive way. Okay, I feel like that's a lot of questions. I hope you guys liked this. I'm happy to expand on any of the topics that I talked about. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this. I really want to do more videos about more mindset things if you guys are into it. So make sure you comment and let me know what you're into because it helps motivate me to create the video if I feel like it's a topic that people actually want to know about. And I feel like I've learned so many things throughout the years that I want to share the info, but only if you're asking for it. And make sure to subscribe to my channel, and well, that's all the things, okay?